Hi, everybody. Wow, that was an adventure. Welcome back. I have the beautiful Miss Ketia Pickett. She is a beautiful soul. I love her so much. I met her when I was a realtor back in Maryland. I helped her purchase her house.
Yay!
Yeah, and it was her second house that she bought. So, Ketia, I had to take a little over a month pause on my channel and the podcast and everything
Okay.
because, I was moving halfway across the country
Right.
and then I got here and got settled in, and then I had to
Right.
leave for this big event in Florida, and I was gone for over a weekend, and
Yeah, I
so
remember.
now back to normal,
Back to business.
podcast resuming. You look beautiful, by the way.
Thank you. So do you, as always.
Oh, go on. But we had to push it back a little bit, guys, because Miss Ketia had a party foul over there. We were ready to go, and her
Oh my gosh.
laptop fell on the floor and cracked her screen.
Oh my God, it's terrible. But you know what? I was just telling myself I needed another laptop. So, it's crazy how things happen. So now I have no excuse. I need to get another laptop. So
I'm telling you, you're so sweet. I felt so horrible. I was like, "Do you want to reschedule?" She's like, "No, no, 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 no. I am not stopping." I was like, "Aw." So welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming. Thank you so much. Okay, so tell us, let's start with your 2 home purchases.
Okay.
This is also, I need to clarify for the viewers. This is also the first time that I have a guest on the podcast that is not a Subto member.
Right.
Yeah. So, Ketia, I wanted to, have another perspective of someone who can just clarify, for those of us that haven't bought a home, and even those of us that have, just the whole traditional sale of purchasing a home, getting a mortgage, this and that. And then I'll kind of just briefly explain creative finance to you. And I wanted to ask you, just kind of wanted to get a seller's point of view.
Okay.
About hearing about creative finance for the first time.
Okay,
So
sure.
tell us about your home purchases. Tell us about the first one.
Okay, so the first one I purchased back in, I want to say it was maybe 2007, 2008, something like that. And it's not in the same city that I'm in now. It's in another part of Maryland. And the process with that was okay. So the process as far as like looking for the home was not as bad. There was a lot of options available. As far as like,
that was 2017, you said?
Yeah, I want to say it was around that time frame. Yeah.
Yeah, that's when the market was just kind of starting to take an upswing and start to look real favorable.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So it was actually kind of easy for me to find a listing of a variety of properties that I wanted. I think the hardest part with that was just kind of getting the repairs done because I am a veteran. The VA, using the VA loan, if they ain't approving it, it ain't happening. So,
right.
With that process, it was one of those things where, once you find that home and you go through the appraisal and then the inspection and all that stuff like that, the VA has to sign off on it and say whether they're going to approve it or not. And if there's any kind of things that the seller is not willing to fix or change or adjust, the VA would not allow you to sign off on it. So I actually went through 2 homes that I ended up not getting because of that. But as far as
so yeah, they turned it down, not the sellers when you asked for repairs.
Yes, it wasn't necessarily the sellers. The changes that in the first house, the changes that the VA wanted them to make, the seller did not want to make those changes. So the VA automatically denied it. The second home, the seller made the changes, but the VA was not acceptable of the changes that they made. They did not feel like it was adequate enough, and they didn't approve it. So I could have went along with it and not went VA, but I wanted to stick with the VA because their restrictions are kind of strict, and I feel like they would give me the best for what I needed. So that's how come I didn't turn down. I turned down the second one.
Right. Okay. Yeah. And you want to be able to use your benefits too.
Yeah, exactly. I served. Hello.
Yes. So then you moved, that was a different part of Maryland. It was a little far away, right?
Yes, it was. That was more Southern Maryland. Now I'm more Northern Maryland and up in the Baltimore area. So yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I came
Definitely,
in.
that's where you came in.
Mhm.
Definitely an experience. I'll say that. But it was a good experience. We had an amazing time. I mean, look what happened. We developed a friendship out of me purchasing a home from you. So how often
Yes,
does
we
that
saw
happen?
some beautiful homes too.
Right. We
Remember that one time it
did.
was raining and I had the
Yes.
umbrella and I was like, "We can do a dance."
Yes. It was awesome. We had great we had some really amazing times. I'm telling you, it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun, and oh my
It
gosh,
was.
I just fell in love with your little boy. Oh my
Oh yeah, he's
god.
awesome. He is. He's awesome.
Is.
That's my
And
heartbeat right there.
half of that is him, he's just an awesome little boy, and the other half is you, who has an awesome mom
Right,
who is
right.
really raising him right,
I
you
appreciate
know?
it. I
Yeah,
appreciate that. Yeah.
what a
It's hard
little
out here as a single
sweetheart.
mom, but yeah, we're doing the best that we can. We
Yeah,
tag team it because he keep me in line sometimes, and then of course I have to keep him in line. So I guess we kind of tag teaming it a little bit.
that's awesome. You guys are a great little pair.
Thank
I love
you.
him so much. He's such
Thank
a
you.
sweetheart. Yeah.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. So have you ever heard of creative finance?
I have not.
Okay. This is why I didn't tell
Exciting.
you before. I kinda wanted to see,
Right.
on camera how sellers feel about it.
Okay.
So, creative finance is, it's becoming really popular now with the way the rates are.
Okay.
Back when we had the pandemic shutdown, they lowered the rates because everybody kind of froze. And
Right.
if the housing market or the stock market takes a tumble, we're all in trouble, right?
Gotcha.
So
Yep.
they wanted to keep the housing market alive. They lower the rates to try to get buyers to come out.
Right.
Buyers came out in droves, and the sellers were like, I ain't listing my house right now.
Right.
You don't know
Right.
what's
Right.
going on. I don't want people walking through here. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
So what you had was a recipe for the home prices to shoot way up because
Okay.
there were tons of buyers and very
Right.
little sellers
Right.
and so much competition for each house that was on sale. I mean, we saw some crazy stuff going on. People were buying
Awesome.
sight unseen. They were
Oh wow.
offering 20, 30, 40,
Wow.
50,000 over list price, no
Right.
inspection,
Right.
blah, blah. It was just nuts.
Right.
So, when you have a house that's getting 20, 30 offers on it
Mm-hmm.
within the first few hours, and the seller goes with a high price, and then the appraiser comes out and appraises it for that,
Mm-hmm.
and then the next person goes to put their house on the market, and they use that as a comp, that
Right.
brought the home values way,
Up.
way up.
Right. Right.
Even though rates were low, home
Right.
values were up, right? So, then they started raising the rates to slow things down. You had homes that all of a sudden were worth way higher, and then you
Mm-hmm.
had the rates that were way higher. Well,
Mm-hmm.
everybody's incomes are still down here.
Right.
So that's why the market is kind of not
Shifting.
doing so hot at
Yeah.
the moment. So anyway, that being said,
Mhm.
this is why creative finance is
Okay.
so popular right now
Right.
because people are like, I can't buy a house. I'm gonna end up paying, I can't afford that price and that high interest rate. I just
Right.
can't afford that.
Right.
Plus, I mean, there's so many different, it's creative because there's so many different things that we can do for each transaction. And there's so many different types of transactions that this would work for,
Right.
from pre-foreclosures. You could save
Right.
somebody's credit and give them some money to move or whatever if
Right.
they're stuck in a spot, and then they can have a fresh start without having to start out of a hole. They can just start at
Right.
ground level all over again, right?
Right.
And then, with if they have a loan in place, or our home is sitting on the market, just because, even if it's, nice and rehabbed or
Mhm.
remodeled or whatever, it'll sit on the market if, there's one little tiny thing wrong with it, because I mean, it makes
Right.
sense. People go out, they want perfection because, hey,
Right.
if I'm going to pay all this extra money for
Right.
a house, I want everything to be spotless, right? So
Right.
people are having their homes sit on the market.
Right.
Creative finance for so many different situations. Um, One part of creative finance is seller finance.
Okay.
So that's when somebody has the mortgage is completely paid off. And in
Okay.
that case, the seller would become the bank.
Okay.
Instead of me going out and getting a loan and paying way
Right.
more for the house, why don't the seller just become the bank, and we can work
Right.
out terms with them and
Right.
pay them a monthly payment, right? And a down payment or whatever. There's another part of creative finance called subject to,
Okay.
which is where the name sub to came from,
Okay.
because
Awesome.
that's like the short version, sub
Right.
to, right?
Right.
And subject to has been around for a very long time. Our community leader did not make it up. He just made it popular, right?
Right. Okay.
Um, and that was actually how people bought and sold houses before
Okay.
mortgages were even created.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm sorry. Seller finance was that. Subject to is where it was more popular with cars.
Mhm.
So, like, if somebody had a car that they got and got financed through a dealership or whatever, or a
Mhm.
bank, and then they're like, "Man, I just something happened. I got laid off or something. I just
Right.
can't make payments on this car. Hey, Uncle
Right.
Tom, you liked my car. You want to just take over the payments and take
Right.
the car?"
Right.
Uncle Tom's like, "Yeah, man, I love that car. All right, I'll do it. To keep it."
Right.
And then you just transfer the deed or the title, whatever. Same thing for a house. So, for a sub two situation, somebody
Mhm.
would come in, just continue making the payments on their mortgage. If there's
Right.
any equity, they can make payments towards the equity as well. So
Right.
they just pay the mortgage payment. Anything extra gets paid to the seller every month. You have a license, third party servicing company that
Mhm.
kind of takes the money from the buyer or the investor's account and makes sure the funds go where they need to go every month at
Right.
the first of the month. If there's any debt to income ratio, that can be taken care of through the servicing company showing, hey, yes, they have this debt, but it is also being paid every
Okay.
month. And so basically that's creative finance. I mean, every situation is
Awesome.
different. So in a
Right.
traditional sale, if I come and buy your house, for example, and I have a
Mhm.
realtor representing me and you have a realtor
Right.
listing your house, um, there's a realtor fee on both sides.
Right. Right.
Um, when we get to the closing table, the money from my bank comes and pays off your loan. They get
Right.
completely paid off, and then I
Right.
get a whole new loan, and that house
Right.
gets bought and paid for starting all over again from ground
Right.
zero, right?
Right.
The only
Mhm.
people that make money in that situation are the banks and the
Exactly.
realtors.
As
The
always.
banks make money for 30 years, the realtors.
Right.
But, in a creative finance situation, everybody wins.
That's good.
So if
That's
there's a
good.
realtor involved who has a house that they
Right.
were not able to sell, we come in, the realtor's taken care of. The homeowner gets their house sold where it may not have been sold before, or maybe they were saved from a foreclosure or auction, whatever.
Right.
Um, the investor gets a home that they can then fix up and cash flow on and use it as an investment. So everybody wins. The buyer,
Right.
the seller, the realtor, the
Right.
bank continues to get its money. If it's a pre-foreclosure, they were not getting their money.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like it's a creative situation where all parties can come out on top.
Which is good. Which is
Yeah.
good. Mm-hmm.
So, do you have any questions about that process?
I don't. Like you said, it's really unique to every person's situation. And I think that's probably what people should probably get the most out of it and understand, or be willing to be involved in, or at least get the information about it so that they don't feel like they can't purchase a home or can't have just like the next one will have, especially those dreamers like me who have those big dreams of owning a home and setting
Mhm.
up for their kids and their families and stuff like that. It definitely sounds like a good opportunity for them to have that platform to be able to do so, regardless of their circumstances or situation. So I think it's good, and I think more people should hear about it. I think it should really be publicly expanded more so that people can really learn more about the process, so that more people who have those desires can be involved. It's
Mhm.
awesome. Yay.
Yeah. So the banks don't like it because
Of course. Right. Right.
I mean, sometimes we're even saving the bank, if it's a
Right.
pre-foreclosure, they're not
Right.
in the business of real estate. They can foreclose on
Right.
your house, but they want their money. They
Right.
didn't want your house, they wanted your money, right?
Exactly.
So, sometimes it saves the bank from having to deal with that.
Right.
But in a regular, situation where they are getting paid already,
Right. Then
they
it
continue
benefits.
to
Yeah.
get paid. I
Right.
mean, um,
Good deal.
what was that?
I said good deal.
Yeah. So, you already know, like, and trust me, but a lot of times, and most of the time,
Okay.
when people are hearing about this creative finance, they don't know
Hmm.
the person.
Right.
So, they're like, "Oh, I don't know. I don't want to keep the
Right.
loan in my name," or I'm afraid this might be a scam," or
Right.
this, that, and the other. And, of course, we can put all those worries to rest. I mean, you
Right.
couldn't close with a title company if it wasn't legal, first of all, right?
Right.
It always closes with a title company.
Right.
The income ratio is taken care of.
Right.
But yeah,
But
I
I think
mean,
with everything that's going on right now with the economy and even in big world, small world, the rich, the middle class, the poor, I think trust is a big issue that we're having throughout. So,
because there's a
and then
lot of cultures that are blending.
they are. And then you got to
And
think too, when it comes to realtors and stuff like that, it's not always the best history as far as getting a home and making sure what you tell me is actually what's going to happen by the time I get the closing. So
Mhm.
there's a lot of trust that has kind of dwindled, from where things used to be to where things are now. So I don't think it's something to be offensive to. I think it's just a matter of understanding, and like you said, developing those relationships with those new clients so that they have a clear understanding that I'm here for you, so that, like you
Mhm.
said, so that we all can win in the end. But just building that relationship and that rapport is so important nowadays, because there's so much that's going on, and just the trust throughout the world has really, like I said, is really dwindled. So I think
It
it's
has.
something that should be like the focus, the core of creating these opportunities for people.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah,
like we're going through a lot of changes right now.
yeah, we are.
And
And it's not
change is
getting better.
always a little scary because you don't
Right,
know how it's gonna
right,
turn out. However, I feel like more people are connecting with each other now than ever before, and I
right,
feel like that's a very good thing.
right.
We left the time of competition,
Some of
and
us.
we entered a time of co-creation and unity, you know
Right,
what I mean? So we're
right.
all coming together and connecting more, and I feel like, there's a lot of good things in the future. It might be
Right,
a little bumpy ride,
right.
because they haven't paved this road yet, but it will be, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like, like a lot of people, me included, were a
Right,
little scared when this pandemic hit.
right. But it
But
was
I think
scary,
as
and it's still
time it was
scary.
very scary,
Right, people
but
are
as
still
time
getting
goes
sick. It's still
by,
scary, right.
I'm starting to see, and I think I'm not alone here. I'm gonna be brave and say that, but I'm starting to see a lot of good things that came out of it.
Okay.
Like, us all shaking our head and going, wait a minute, hold on. What's going on here? Let me
Right,
reevaluate my life. Let me
right,
reevaluate my relationships. Let me
right,
evaluate my job, you know what I mean?
right,
Like, and it just made us want to connect more because, when you take a toy away from a child, they're like, "No, no, 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 I want that,"
right,
right?
right,
And I think that's what happened. We were disconnected from each other, and then we got to really realize, "Oh my gosh, we really need each other."
right,
Well, I really appreciate being able
right,
to connect with other people. I mean,
right,
that's how we're built, right?
right.
So, yeah. So, you are not only a single mom, and you're also a small business owner and entrepreneur.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Yeah. So, you have what we refer to in sub 2 as a W-2
Okay.
as well. We call it a W-2,
Okay.
working for someone else, right?
Right.
But, tell us about your little small business that you have. I gave a little clue in the thumbnail, but just in case you haven't seen it.
So I am a photographer. Yay.
Love it. Artistic and creative and beautiful and young and financially stable. Are you single?
I am single. Yes.
Oh my goodness. Did you hear that, guys?
Yes, I am single.
Okay. So tell us about your photography business.
What would you like to know?
Well, like what kind of photography do you mainly do and what kind of photography are you open to doing that you haven't done yet?
So, let's start with the latter. So, I have not done a lot of product photography. I have dabbled in it a little bit. I have done a few product shoots for some people. I've done some active wear for a friend of mine, but that's probably like the most of it.
Mhm.
I don't know if product photography is something that I'm excited about. Um,
Okay. Like
so
marketing, advertising type?
yeah, it's just I don't know. I mean, to those who love it, not knocking it, but to me personally, it's kind of yeah, you know, the kind of
Yeah.
man meme. Yeah.
You more
Um
enjoy the artistic side of it.
yeah,
Kind of kind of
I
like an
actually
art gallery versus a store, right?
right. I actually like a lot of so I don't mind so I do portrait photography. However, comma, I do enjoy doing candids and street photography and just I don't like the strict, stand here, look this way, smile like this, do this. I don't, you know what
Mhm.
I mean? Like move
Yeah.
around, talk, act like I'm not even here. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of I
Right.
just yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah, because that's where you really capture
you're
that makes
right.
a
That's where
lot
you
of
capture
sense.
the
That's where
moments,
you
right?
capture
When
the
you're not so
essence of life.
exactly, when you're not so focused on what's going on and just having a good time. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what photography is about. It's supposed to be capturing those memories and those moments. I love shooting kids. I maybe I shouldn't say it like that. I love doing photography for children.
Right. She is not packing, you guys, just FYI.
At all.
Look, I know she lives in Baltimore, okay, but
At no time.
no
Yeah.
drive-bys.
Right. Let me change that real fast. Yeah, I like shooting kids. Kids are fun. They are full of energy. They're easy to kind of work with. I love shooting kids. I love
And they're
shooting
so
everyone.
real.
I
They're
love
so real.
landscape and
Yeah, you love doing photo shoots with
I
kids.
do. I do. I do. I do.
Yeah.
I do. I like photography. It's fun.
Well,
And
they
like you
are
said,
so real.
I think my
They're
only I think my major challenge is I'm an introvert, right? So I think one of the things that I'm still challenging myself with now is just trying to come out of my shell a little more at every photo shoot. Like sometimes it takes me a little bit longer than others to kind of get there, depending on what it is we're doing or where we're at, type of thing. You have a visitor. So
I love her to death, and she was sleeping when I started. Oh, I love this girl. I tell you what, that cat is gangster.
she's from
She is
Baltimore.
gangster.
She's from
She was in a
Baltimore.
truck with me for 2.5 days in a truck
Yeah,
cab.
I saw the video.
And
That
I
was
had to
crazy.
rehome. I loved I became a cat magnet right before I was moving, right? You saw the video,
Wow. I
right?
did.
I
I
had one
did.
a
I
cat
did. It
burglar.
was an
He was doing
interesting
B&E
video.
every single night.
Yes.
He's like, "Hey, what's up? I wanna join the tribe. I'm
Right.
just gonna squat here, all right?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm about
Awesome.
to leave. I'm not."
Right.
It was
You a
hilarious.
mess.
It was cute, and I kinda felt bad leaving him, but he
Right.
anyway, but so I had to rehome a few of the other ones. People were dropping cats off to me. I
Oh
mean, it
my
was guys,
gosh.
I'm like, "Guys, I do not have a sign over my door that says SPCA.
Right.
Like, what are you
That is
doing?"
terrible.
Yeah, because they
Yeah.
knew I would take care of them. They're like, "Okay, take them to animal control." I'm like, "You know I'm not gonna do that. That's
Oh
why
my
you brought it
gosh.
here."
Exactly. Exactly.
So,
Don't turn it to the cat lady. Please do not turn it to the
I
cat
didn't,
lady.
but you know what? I got them all spayed and
Right.
neutered and got them all their shots and everything, and
Right.
I found beautiful loving homes for them, and I asked
Awesome.
them to send me pictures and photos so that I knew they were in a good place, and they were.
Right.
Um,
Good.
so
Awesome.
she, watched her buddies
Okay.
leaving one by one in a carrier, and she's like,
Right. Am I next?
"Put her in the carrier, to
Right.
get in the truck." And I'm
Right.
packing and everything, and she's like, I put her in the truck. She sees me in the truck, and I think she finally got it because she just sat there in the carrier like, and I was like, "You have no
Wow.
idea what's about to happen, girlfriend.
Oh
Well,
my
thank
god.
you for trusting me." So the whole first, day, she was good.
Right.
And then, the last day and a half, I mean, I was pulling over. I didn't wanna stop, I pulled over in a rest stop, got a few hours sleep, got back on the road. I
Right.
mean,
That's a long drive. You better than me. 5
well,
hours,
let
I'm
me tell
done.
you, it's the
Yeah.
first time I ever drove that long
I
and
can
ever moved
imagine.
that
Oh my
far.
god, that's crazy.
Girl, my
Yeah.
whole 52 years I've been in Baltimore.
I know you left me. I
Yeah.
have the memory very clear in my brain.
And it was people like you and everything that kinda kept me there. And I just got to a point where I'm like, "You know what? I'm not gonna live forever. I gotta
Right? You gotta
do
go.
it,"
But
you
it's
know?
okay because now I have another place to visit. So, yeah.
Yes, yes, and
Yep.
let me tell you, this down here is rich in culture in the South. Oh my god,
Amazing.
wow.
Sound
I'm
like
meeting
you're
up
going
with
to
some
see
Texan people n next week. I'm meeting no, wait, 2 weeks. I'm
Right.
meeting up with some sub-2 people in Texas.
Oh, that sounds nice. I've been
Yeah.
to Texas once. I went to, Galveston, I think it was. It was years ago, back in military days.
Oh,
Back then.
yeah.
That
This'll be
sounds
my
like
first
cool.
time going there, but I
Oh,
have
awesome.
3 nephews that live there, and
Okay.
I think my niece is moving down there with her brother
Okay.
and my nephew, so
Cool.
yeah.
Exciting. You
Yeah.
gotta let me know when you go.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Road trip.
So, your photography business,
Mhm.
I'm sure I'll do a video of it. I'll do a
Okay.
video of the Texas visit.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull up some pictures and share my screen so I can kinda give people an idea.
Okay.
That sound good?
Sure. Let's do it.
Okay. So I don't share my screen that often. So let me see.
Okay.
Let me let's see
I
if we
feel
can do this.
special then. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, you have some beautiful, beautiful artwork.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hold on.
Mhm.
Let me see. I'm going to get this ready here.
Okay.
Okay. So now we'll say window, share the window. There we go. Okay. Wow. Tell us about this. Is this in Baltimore? Yes, it is. It is in Baltimore. I
Yes, it
recognize it.
is. That is Baltimore. You know what's so crazy about this picture? Let me tell you. So I was not intentionally supposed to be taking this picture. I was actually with a friend of mine, and we were going, I don't know where we was going, but we were actually leaving Baltimore. And I was just fooling around with my camera because I have this thing. Sometimes I actually bring my camera with me no matter where I'm going, just to have it always in the car.
Mhm.
And it happened to be one of those days, and I was just messing around with my camera, and I was just shooting stuff, and I was like, "Oh, that is so cute." And then all of a sudden, I just started shooting, and then next thing I know, I was like, "Wait, I should shoot this now that I'm actually not driving and I have the opportunity to shoot it and whatever, and
Uh-huh.
not trying to hold the steering wheel." So yeah, that's how we got that shot. So it
Yeah, you
literally
can
was
see
not
like
a it was not a planned
Emmonson's
shot at all. It was
station.
just something that kind of happened off the rim, but
And
yeah,
the
that's
sky
Baltimore.
is light blue and the clouds are puffy and you can see the sun shining. Yeah, it's great.
Mhm.
That is beautiful.
That's what you left. Did you see that?
And
That's what
look
you
at that.
left.
Look at that. That's like this is one of those you could sell these. Do you know
So
that?
this is actually a flower. I don't know what kind of flower it is. I don't want to tell a lie. But if you look, I don't know if you can see like where your mouse is at a little bit up.
Mhm.
There's
Oh,
actually a bug right there where your mouse was at. Go back down a little bit to the right. Yep. If you go
the
right there,
bug. I
you see
see
it?
him now. This is like an episode of Where's Waldo. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. He is
So
blending right in there.
I actually have this picture at an exhibit, a photography exhibit of mine. And that was actually one of the things that the director had told me about was the kids will actually look at the picture and there's like this little caption under that says, "Where's the bug?" or "Can you find the bug?" And she said it's so amazing sometimes when to see them trying to find where is it at. So that's I guess it's a little interactive, right?
Yes, yes.
Right.
This definitely looks like a picture that you would see, like, in a gallery or something, so
Right.
okay, and then oh, wow. Where's
Mhm.
this? Is this
So,
looks like Annapolis or something.
yeah, no, that's actually in Baltimore. That is Silburn Arboretum. That is the mansion there. It's
Mm.
a
Never
um
been there.
you have been there?
I have not.
Oh, you have got to come back and go there. It is, oh my God, this is my
Mhm.
favorite place in the entire United States of America. It's
Really?
a huge garden area. It's like a open garden center park area. So it's like 2 something square feet. I don't know the exact footage, but it is, oh my God, it's so beautiful. The flowers,
It
the trees.
is.
I actually
Wow.
volunteer here as well. Just
Oh, you did?
I do. I currently
Oh,
do volunteer here.
oh,
Um, just kind of keeping up the yards, planting the flowers, keeping it clean from weeds and trimming the trees and all that stuff like that. Just, keeping the place beautified and keeping the plants healthy and watering and all that kind of good stuff. It is, like I said, it is amazing. They have
I
weddings
love that.
here. They have
Oh,
events
yeah.
here. It's a gorgeous place. It really, really is.
Yeah, you are a
Mhm.
little earth angel. You
I am.
love the
I love
plants and stuff. I
I
got you, like,
do.
flower
I do.
boxes and stuff for
Yes,
closing gifts.
yes. I have 13 plants now in my house. So,
Oh,
yeah.
nice. My
Yeah.
plants are just like I have to have fake ones because I mean, this is like a cat tree that's literally looks like a tree, but you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, I don't wanna kill I don't
Right.
plants are like, "Girl, let us go." My But you know what mansion I did go to
What
though,
was that?
when I was younger in Baltimore? It was in Towson, the Hampton Mansion.
Okay. Yes, I've been there. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful place. Yes.
Yeah, it's been a while. Okay, so next one. See, I tried to turn this
That's
one.
okay.
There we
There you
go.
go.
Aw. Little buddy. I love that chair with the lights too.
Yeah.
Look at the joy on his face. So adorable.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah. That's my sweet pea.
yes, little angel. He's such a sweetheart too. Like, you can just see the sweetness in his face.
He get it from his mama.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and then, wow. This one looks you were hired for this one. That's like pretty I don't wanna cuss or anything, but that's pretty like, I was
I
gonna say
can
bad
confirm.
beep, bad
Right. You a mess.
I mean, I marked it not suitable for children, but still, yeah, this is wild. Wow. I love this. So
Yeah,
you
so
were
she's
hired for this?
yes, this was a friend of mine. She actually graduated recently from Morgan State University. And that was one of her graduation photo shoot photos that I thought was
Nice.
kind of cool.
Was the steam added or was that
Yes.
real?
No, it was added.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, it
okay.
was added. Yeah.
Wow.
It's
It
like
really
you
looks
can get them online, Amazon, different places, and yeah, they
wow.
add a little depth and character.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah.
Alright. And there she is graduating. What a
That's it.
beautiful young
Yes,
lady.
she is very beautiful,
Oh my
sweetheart. She
gosh.
was so
Wow.
sweet. Yeah, definitely fun to work with.
I wish I could see the top of her cap.
I actually do have a picture with the top of her cap. She actually designed it herself. So
Yeah.
it's really nice. It has flowers on it. She
Aw.
is so her mother, her sister, they both graduated also from Morgan. So it's kind of like a thing
Mhm.
with the family. So yeah, she kind of has the generational thing on her cap. So it's really nice. I have to send you a picture so you can see the cap.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Beautiful lady. Aw, here's another nature picture.
Yeah, so this is just a picture
Mm.
of just flowers because I like taking flowers as well, this whole
Yeah,
nature thing is fun.
I love the focus on the one in the
Mhm.
front, and then
Yeah,
yeah, it's just gorgeous.
and that's the inside of it.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Wow.
mhm.
And, this is
So this
Baltimore
is
as well, right?
yeah, this is just showing, just some of the landscape type of pictures, so this was actually uh, last year, 4th of July, in Baltimore. So
Nice.
mhm.
Wow. Yeah, they we
Just
do it up.
seeing
Look, I'm
seeing
still
the
saying
city
we.
light up. Oh,
We
yeah,
do
it
it up on
lasted
4th of July. I
yeah,
mean,
it lasted a lot. It lasted all night, but, yeah, I thought that one was kinda really
yeah,
cool.
well, probably only a half hour of that was actually, the real stuff. Everybody
Oh
else.
my god, it was terrible. That's definitely a day to stay home, I'm telling you.
Yeah, and it's like sometimes they do it all year. You'll be like, I'm like, dude, it's March. Cut it
Right.
out. Anyway. Oh, look at that mourning dove. She's so
Mhm.
beautiful.
Mhm.
It took me forever. You usually do hear them in the morning,
Yeah,
but you know that it's not mourning as in a time of day.
right.
It's mourning as in grieving a lost
Yes,
one,
yes,
lost
yes.
loved one.
But
Yeah.
this little fellow was so cute, and I got him at the right moment, so it was just kinda like, showcase nature.
These poor
That's
it reminds me of the birds back home. They're probably starving right now because
Aw,
I had the back of my house screened in. It was a catio, not
okay,
a patio, but a catio. So there
okay,
was a little doggy door and the cats could go in and out whenever they wanted, and there were
right,
leopards, I could just hang out. And every morning I would go out of the catio in a bird feeder and put
right.
bird feed out there, and all the birds, and they'd be sitting there going, watching 'em.
Oh my
And then
god.
after a while, I started noticing, you know what? These birds are plump.
Right,
They
right,
are. I'm feeding these birds and they're getting plump. I would send pictures to my daughter and she would send me these like laughing, crying faces.
right.
Yeah, poor
I
bird.
can't
They're
with
probably
you.
all getting skinny again. Okay, who's this?
So this is just a friend of mine. This is another photo shoot. This was actually
Handsome
just a
fella.
this was just a regular day. Um,
Yeah.
just
He's
the
handsome.
Kool-Aid smile, right?
It was a good smile. You can see the genuineness in his face. You know what I mean? You can see the happiness and the genuine, like,
Right.
yeah, that's awesome. And is what I have to say about this pic. Oh, it's a bug.
So this was another photo shoot. The lady was actually expecting. She actually just had her baby the
Aw.
beginning of this year. And she was actually given her last class for before she went on maternity leave. So she actually is a teacher. She teaches, about science and stuff like that. And this is actually one of the classes that she had. And she was talking about the millipede,
Is it a
centipede.
centipede?
It's it's a pede, okay?
Well, wait a minute. Hold on. I don't think anything
So
has a million legs. What's a millipede?
there
What's a
is a millipede. Look, you got me saying millilede.
are you kidding? There is a
Yes.
You know what? I gotta Google that.
Yeah, Google it,
I'm
Shauna.
I'm gonna Google it. A centipede, can you imagine having 100 legs? I mean,
I don't even like spiders. So, and they got 8 legs. So, I don't want nothing. I don't do bugs.
well,
But
I
this was
don't either.
I thought
But
this
but you know
was
what? Like, I've raised my kids saying, "Look, if you see a spider, just because he might be a little creepy looking to you doesn't mean he does not deserve to live."
oh
So
no.
you get a cup
No.
and you put them
No.
outside. You do not squash them. Now, when it came
No.
to water bugs, different
No.
story. Different story. They're all over
Not in my
Baltimore, and
house.
I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I don't do that. Like,
No, not in my house. Bugs die. I don't do bugs. Now
oh,
my son, he's like that. Yes, it is a millipede. I just looked it up. It is a millipede.
okay, what is a millipede? How many legs do they have?
Uh it says they are sometimes called the thousand leggers. They I don't know. It doesn't actually say how many legs it has. It just says they range from less than an inch to more than 5 inches. They have many feet, and they're sometimes called the thousand leggers.
Yeah, no. No, no, no.
Yeah. So you
That's what
learned something
that's
new today.
that's what I say to that and being on top of a very tall building. Yeah, no. Yes, I did learn something new. Thank you very much.
You
Thank you
are
very
very
much.
welcome.
All right. Wow, this looks like a business seminar.
So this was actually a mentor event that one of the she is a mentor motivational speaker. She hosts a lot of different events throughout the world. And this was an event that she was having in DC that a
Mhm.
friend and I did a photo shoot for her for. So this was just one of the scenes, just showcasing that, sometimes we shoot events and stuff like
Right.
that. So yeah.
Yeah, I just came from one of those.
Oh, yes, you did. I saw
Mm.
it. What was it?
It
The staged
Squad
thing?
Up Summit.
The who?
Yeah. Squad Up Summit.
Squad up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep, yep.
Mhm. So there was a
That's so-
couple different communities there. So, our community leader, Pace Morby,
Okay.
is best friends with another community leader,
Okay.
Jamil Damji.
Okay.
And they, you know, Jamil Damji teaches like what they refer to as wholesaling, which is
Okay.
basically finding the homes that are, that won't be on the market because usually they're like, you know, things that need to be rehabbed or they're empty houses that are not on the market and stuff like that. And
Right.
then they sell them to investors.
Right.
So that's basically wholesaling. So they're just kind of like the middle guy. They find the houses, buy them really cheap, and then sell them for a certain fee to investors who will still get a really good deal,
Right.
but then the wholesaler will make money,
Okay.
in between. And so anyway, these two communities were getting together, and that's why they called it Squad Up
Okay, got you.
because we're the
Okay.
investors.
Right.
and they're the wholesalers. I mean, we have wholesalers in sub two as well, but we don't just focus on that. We focus on
Right.
things. So
Right.
we were
Yeah, this
starting
was
out. It was electric. It was phenomenal.
the
Grant
pictures were
Cardone
awesome.
was there.
They were nice. They were kind of cool.
Cody
Yeah.
Sanchez was there.
I saw what's her name was there too. The inspirational speaker from YouTube. I can't think of her name. She wears the glasses. I think she was the actor once.
I was gonna say Vina Jetty, but now you said glass.
No.
Vina Jetty focuses on multifamily, and she has a mini community within the community,
Right.
focusing
She's the
on
one that came up with the slogan. She's the one that does the slogan of the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Is that what it
Mel
is?
Robbins.
Mel Robbins.
Yeah,
Yes.
I
Yes.
think what they were trying to get her, or she was
Yes.
going to at one point, and then
Yes.
she didn't. Yeah, Mel Robbins. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I saw that. So this, I don't know how good you can see it because I didn't send you the close up one, but this is actually Trent Shelton. He's a former.
Yes.
Huh?
Trent Shelton. I
Yes.
know him. Yeah. I mean, I
Yes.
don't know him
So this
personally,
is
but yeah. I know
yes. So this
exactly
was him actually speaking during this time. So yeah, he's great. He's awesome.
Pace Morby appeared. You know, our leader did a guest speaking for Tony Robbins and Dean
Oh, okay.
Graziosi, and Pace Morby was one of the guest speakers for that. So
Okay.
of course all our community was like, "We're going. We want to see our guy." You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
And then Trent Shelton was also a guest speaker for that.
Awesome.
I
I know
saw
that
him
was good
there.
then. He is really good. He really is. Sometimes I watch his videos on YouTube whenever I need a little come back to me moment.
Yes, yes. And look, I found this when I was moving and I wanted to show it to you. I'll show it
Okay,
on
cool.
camera. I took this picture so long ago,
Okay.
probably 20 plus years ago. It's a picture of a bumper sticker.
Okay.
Okay. And I thought it was so hilarious. I printed it out and I kept it. And of all the
Okay.
things that I had to let go, I didn't let this go. You ready?
Aw.
I'm gonna hold it up to the camera. Let me
All
know
right.
if it's in
Let's do it.
focus.
I can't see it. What does that say?
Can you see it?
Don't make what? Don't make me come down traffic? I
No.
can't.
Don't make me come down there.
Oh,
God.
I can't with you.
I thought it was hilarious because, you know, especially Gen Xers, we would play in the basement and stuff, right? And we'd be like, ah, and all of a sudden you'd hear something crash and you hear your
Oh
parents.
my gosh.
Don't you make me come down there. We're like,
Yeah, that give me flashbacks to something my mother was saying.
all the craziness that's going on this planet.
Right.
Little kids playing down here, and God's like, don't you
That
make
is
me come
true.
down there.
That is true. My son would probably run from that. Yes.
Right. And this one, oh my gosh, is my favorite. Oh my gosh, how adorable. Oh, look at that. And I love how it's in black and white too.
Yeah.
Like, I love it. Is that my little guy? Is that
No,
you?
it's not. No,
This
this
is
is
fun.
another client of mine as well. She just had her baby. And this was one of his pictures from his newborn photo shoot.
My little mini me, my middle child, and I were both born with a full head of hair like that.
Oh, yeah, he has it, but you know what? Even to this day, he still has a lot of hair like that. It's crazy. Yeah.
I have enough hair for 3 people.
Right. Yeah.
My
It's
oldest
awesome.
daughter hates it because she likes to have short haircuts.
Okay.
She looks good with short haircuts, but she's like, "Why does our hair grow so fast?" I'm like,
Right.
"Hey, we like it. I don't know what to tell you."
Right.
Yeah, that's adorable. Oh my God,
Thank
that's so
you.
precious.
Yeah, he is precious.
And I mean, that's just like high quality right there. Okay, so those are the pictures, guys. And
Yay!
that's a little sample of Miss Ketia's work there.
Yay!
Wow. That brings me to where can people find you if they would like to procure your services?
So, two things. So I actually will travel throughout the DMV. I will also, so recently, okay, I will also travel out of state, but that's something we definitely have to discuss. But they can find me on my website, lovejustbecause, .mypixieset.com. They can also contact me on Instagram, which I'm going to open up eventually. I put it to sleep for a little bit, so I can kind of balance some stuff out or whatever. But that will open up again. But for right now, they can hit me up on my website, or they can send me an email at lovejustbecause@gmail.com. That's another place that they can hit me up to.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay. I don't think I had that one, but I'll put that in the description for anybody
Okay,
that
cool.
wants to reach out.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I definitely will be calling you in the future for some big. I know you're half a country away now. I'm very sorry
Yeah, I
about
know,
that.
right?
You were legit mad when I said you're like, you're what?
I know. I couldn't believe it. And it happened so fast. One minute we was talking about planning lunch, and the next minute you was gone. It was
I
crazy.
know.
Yeah.
I didn't
But
have
it's okay. It's
yeah.
okay.
So I passed so many opportunities up, and then I just jumped on the last one. I'm like,
Right.
they're not
I
going to
get
keep
it.
coming
I
around
get it.
forever. But
I
yeah,
get
I definitely will be flying you out here or there
it.
at some
Definitely.
point.
I'm game. Just tell me when I need to be
Yeah.
at the airport. I'm ready. Let's
And
go.
I will reach out when I
Right.
come up there to visit. I have
Right.
one child that still lives there.
Okay. So you have to come back.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
Yes.
as far as family goes, I just have one sister and one child. Everybody
Right.
else lives out of state. My other 2
Right.
kids, both of my parents are gone.
Right.
They both passed away. I have a sister
Right.
in Germany. I have another one in Pennsylvania. Just
Right.
one
Yeah, I
remains.
remember when the passing of your father took place. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
You got
crazy.
me. You always got me.
Yes, I do.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
And I got you, babe.
Yes. Yes, we do. Love it.
Right.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, honey, for
Thank
coming on
you.
the
It's been
show.
fun. It's always fun talking to you.
And thank you so much for pushing through, even though you broke your
Oh,
laptop.
oh my gosh. I'm gonna cry about it later on, but for right now, it was not gonna
Oh,
stop me. You asked me, and
thank
I wanted to make
you.
sure I came through for you. So,
That is so
yeah, by
sweet.
any means necessary. So we're using the phone, but it's okay. I'm here for you.
Yes.
Right.
All right. So, thank you very much, honey.
You
Thank
are
you for coming on
welcome.
the show. And hold on, I clicked on the wrong thing here. All right. Thanks for stopping by and watching, guys. And I love you. Give little man a big hug and kiss for
I
me.
definitely will.
And hang back after the show and we'll talk a little bit more.
Okay,
Okay.
great.
All right.
All right,
Thank you. Bye.
bye.